Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening and welcome to Gwinner, North Dakota, the site of tonight's Division B District 1 girls basketball contest between the Maple River Raiders and the Sargent County Bulldogs. We'll step aside and we'll be right back with pregame coverage you're watching on yourliveevent.com.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassiz Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve, so we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Maple River Raider fans, it's game time. Your high school athletes are giving it their all, and they need you in the stands, on the sidelines, and behind the scenes. So grab your gear, bring the noise, and show your Raider pride all season long. Let's rally behind the Raiders and make a difference.
On behalf of the Raider volleyball team, we thank you for your support.
Go Raiders!
To the near side, Sophia Satchram, get up and put it down.
From Raider football, thanks for your support.
Money, and Warren is gone. Touchdown, Maple River.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro.
Want to welcome you into our Stock Growers Bank booth. I am Nick Furch, joined by my cameraman Jackson Christensen. At Stock Growers Bank, we're locally owned, locally run, and invested in this community because it's our community too. In a world of big banks and bigger buildings, it's nice to know your bank is right here at home with Stock Growers Bank. And here at home is where the Sargent County Bulldogs are hoping to pick up win number 10 on the season, as the 10-3 Maple River Raiders are hoping to come out on the road and take a victory in a game that very well could decide seeding in the upcoming District 1 tournament. Let's take a look here first at our visitors on the scoreboard. The Maple River Raiders coming in 10-3 overall on the season, 3-0 in District 1 play. The Raiders are coming into this one off of a victory their last time out against Richland. That game was played last Tuesday. They were defeated the night prior by Hatton Northwood 47-40, snapping what had been an 8-game winning streak. The Raiders are coached by head coach Nathan Hoots, and getting a chance to talk to him prior to today's contest, talking about, first of all, that Hatton Northwood game, saying that was one of those games where the team was able to play about 31 and a half minutes of quality basketball, just unable to put Hatton Northwood away. So that's something that he's hoping here on the road they're going to be able to avoid and be able to finish out a full 32-minute game. Other part of our conversation was partially focused on the sophomore Violet Richmond, who was hurt and likely is out for the remainder of this regular season. So how are the Raiders going to respond without Richmond? And partially when you look at this Raiders team, it is players with lots of basketball experience, a lot of varsity basketball experience. So it's not going to be anything too frightening in terms of playing without Richmond. You've got players like Carly Hovelson coming off of an injury of her own last season. The junior guard, definitely one of those players who has had to step up in recent contests. She's got a pretty solid outside jump shot. That's going to be a player to focus on and a player to watch here as this one goes on. But also expect to see solid play down low from 6-foot junior Aaliyah Hannig, as well as the 5'11 freshman Sophia Satcham. Those are going to be some players to watch down low, especially with the size that Sargent County is bringing into today's game. As for Sargent County, as we mentioned, they're hoping to pick up win number 10, 9-7 overall on the season, 5-0 in District 1 play. They're coming into today's game on a 3-game winning streak and victories in 7 of their last 8 contests. They defeated Hankinson Monday. That final score was 52-49. The Bulldogs are coached by head coach Randy Searstead, and talking to him prior to this one, he talked about that game on Monday and how it seemed like his squad came out a little bit flat and playing a little bit with not the sense of urgency that you want as a team trying to close out the regular season district schedule undefeated. So for the Bulldogs here tonight, they're going to have to be able to handle the pressure that is expected to be put on here by the Raiders, but also to be able to keep that foot on the gas pedal regardless if there are any tenuous moments here in this game. Some players to watch for Sargent County. You've got the senior Carly Cadoon, always a top scorer, over 1,000 career points in her 4-year starting career, nearing the 1,500 point mark, something hopefully a few more games in the district and a region tournament can help her accomplish. But also sophomore guard Mallory Bogart, a player who has really stepped up on the scoring end here this season after much of the scoring from last season graduated. So that'll do it for our pregame coverage here from the North Sargent Activity Center. We'll step aside and we'll be right back with starting lineups. You're watching here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Every girl deserves the tools to feel confident, connected, and emotionally strong. At BioGirls, they learn real strategies to manage stress and anxiety, build healthy relationships, and understand their emotions. They strengthen coping skills, gain resilience and confidence, and find a deep sense of belonging through authentic peer connection and strong mentorship. The results? Measurable, meaningful, life-shaping. Find a program near you and register today.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live. The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
Before we meet the teams, a couple announcements. If you like archery, we
now we will get to the starting lineups here on the floor. First for the visiting Maple River Raiders, we'll look at the 6-foot junior center number 4, Aaliyah Hannick. Next up, the 5'11 freshman forward number 5, Sophia Satcham. The 5'6 junior guard number 10, Carly Hovelson. The 5'9 senior forward number 11, Claire Irie. And the 5'5 sophomore guard number 32, Abigail Caloran.
The Raiders are coached by Nathan Hoos, assisted by Tony Wendell and Mark Ross.
Now we'll take a look at the starters for the Sargent County Bulldogs.
And now, let's make some noise for your home team on the scoreboard, Sargent County Bulldogs.
First up, we have the sophomore guard standing 5'7", number 3, Mallory Bogart. Next up, we have the 5'8 freshman forward, number 12, Allison Yago. The senior forward, standing 5'9", number 22, Carly Cadoon. The 5'9 sophomore forward, number 30, Lucy Marr. And to round off the starting lineup for Sargent County, the 6'2 junior center, number 40, Anand Dang. Lineups are set, just about to get underway here from the North Sargent Activity Center. Although this does not necessarily guarantee and lock up the 1 seed in the upcoming district tournament, this game is going to be huge in deciding who is going to be that number 1 seed. So Dang and Hannick going to be the ones to tip it up. And we will get set here as Dang wins the opening tip for Sargent County. Bogart going to bring it up the floor. And almost picked off there right away by Claire Irie. This is Bogart working around, guarding by Caloran. Bogart to Dang. Down low, this is Cadoon. Oh, nice find there by Cadoon to Dang. No good. Ball batted around. Offensive rebound gathered there by Cadoon. Bogart, top of the key. 3 up and no good. Rebound there by Claire Irie. Hovelson bringing it up the floor for Maple River, looking far side. Nice find there to Sophia Satcham, and that's going to get the scoring started here for Maple River. Sargent County with a good look on the initial trip, hoping that the second trip results in some points. As Cadoon working it around, gets the roll to Dang. Ball bats out of play. Possession will stay here with Sargent County. So you can already see wanting to get Dang in a pick and roll action. Wanting to get some work for her down in the post. Good job by Hannig, and I believe that was Caloran that was playing help side as Hovelson able to get the right hand scoop layup up and in just like that. 4-0 advantage for Maple River, just about a minute gone. Cadoon, 3-point shot, no good. Marr gets the offensive rebound. Bogart able to find Yago, and Yago no good. A couple open looks for Sargent County, yet to get any of them to fall. Maple River, a perfect 2 for 2. Make that 3 for 3 from the floor, and it's 3 different players. Aaliyah Hannig this time with the made shot, and this is exactly what Coach Searstead was worried about, the way the team was going to come out here in such a high-stake game. Bogart able to dump that off to Marr, no good. Ball batted around, Caloran coming away with the basketball. Up ahead now, this is Irie. Irie is going to be fouled, and she is going to go to the line for a pair of free throws. First foul of the game belongs to Carly Cadoon. Well, first free throws for Claire Irie. First one up and good. Sophomore forward number 25, Tegan Olson, checking into the game. Dang's going to take a seat. Second free throw for Irie upcoming. And that one up and good. And just like that, 2 minutes in, 8-0 run for the Raiders. Hallie Bissett checking into the game as Aaliyah Hannig will take a seat. Yago able to cross half court. Good defense played there by Sophia Satcham. Kadoon guarded here by Hovelson. Hovelson guarding Kadoon. Kadoon takes all the way. And we've got a travel called on the floor. Good help side defense played there. Hovelson gets it now to Kaloran. Back to Hovelson. Hovelson, Kaloran. Good find to Satcham down low. Weak side rebound there by Claire Irie. She's going to go back to the line now for a pair of free throws. 2 for 2 on her first trip. This foul is committed by Allison Yago, her first, team's second. And that free throw up and good. Hometown faithful still waiting for those first points to go through the net for Sargent County to take a seat. But Irie makes it a 10-0 advantage for Maple River. If you're Coach Searstead, wonder how long he's going to go before he wants to call a timeout if he so decides to make that choice. Kadoon looking to work it around. Yago gets it now to Olsen. This is Bogart. Bogart likes the left-hand dribble drive. About 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Swing pass to Yago. Someone's got to find a shot here. Good half-court defense played by Maple River. Bogart all the way to the rack, left short. And that's going to be a rebound up ahead. This is Hovelson. Hovelson goes right at Kadoon. Unable to get that one to fall. Good rebound by Tegan Olson. Bogart trying to get in ahead to Marr. Good hands there by Hallie Bissett. Kadoon going to take this three, leaves this one short. Hovelson in the corner, unable to get it to Satcham, but they're going to say last touched by Sargent County. Well, midway through quarter number one, Sargent County still with the goose egg in the scoring column. Down low, this is Satcham. Her layup up and good. And that will lead to our first timeout of the day, brought to you by Bank North. Not new, not national, Bank North is a hometown bank focused on relationships, local decisions, and community support. Find out more at banknorth.bank. Is a full timeout called here by Coach Searstead. Will take time with him as Maple River leads 12, Sargent County 0.
Anderson Seed Farms Incorporated is proud to announce its new partnership with AP Select Seed by AgroPartners. AP Select offers the latest traits and genetics in both corn and soybeans. They're a family-owned company that believes in fair pricing along with unmatched customer support that makes them truly better by choice. Anderson Seed Farms is a certified seed conditioning plant that grows, conditions, and sells Westbred spring wheat seed, which was the top-growing spring wheat in North Dakota last year. Contact Anderson Seed Farms in Foreman at andersonseedfarms.com.
12-0, Maple River leads over Sargent County. Anong Dang coming back into the game here at the break. Lucy Marr taking a seat. So if you are Maple River, this game could not start any better. If you're Sargent County, maybe couldn't start any worse. Hoping that this timeout changes the momentum here as Kadoon, elbow jumper, falls. And finally, the Bulldogs get a point at just above the halfway mark in quarter number one. Satcham, this is Irie, good find down low to Satcham. Good help side there by Kadoon, but Kaloran comes flying in for the offensive rebound. This is Bissett, too long. And good defensive possession, or at least the ability to finish that defensive possession that time for Sargent County. I believe that's the first empty trip for the Raiders. Yago stops, pops, no good. Rebound by Irie. Holson looking to push. Hovelson to Kaloran. Kaloran off glass, gets the shot to fall. And the Raiders just picking apart the defense here for Sargent County. Olsen gonna get called for the travel. Aaliyah Hannig checking back into the game. Claire Irie gonna take a seat. 4 for 4 from the charity stripe was Irie. Kaloran gets it now to Hovelson. Hovelson, this is Hannig down low. Satcham, good collapsing defense, but Satcham comes away with the loose ball, poked around, last touch by Satcham. Thought maybe the official there pointed at Kadoon, but possession will go to Sargent County. Bogart. All the way to the rack, and nice scooping layup there for Mallory Bogart. Satcham out to Hannig, her three-point jumper, left short, able to get her own miss. As deep three here from Hovelson, no good. Bogart gets the rebound, she's looking to push, gets it ahead to Kadoon. Kadoon able to get the right-hand layup on the left side to go, and back and forth action here as Kaloran stops, floats, no good. Dang, pokes that rebound away from Hovelson. This is up ahead now to Olsen. Good defensive hustle there by Carly Hovelson. As Satcham's gonna take a seat. Claire Irie back into the game for the Raiders. Into Kadoon, her mid-range jumper up and good. 6 quick points here for Carly Kadoon in the last 2 minutes. Hovelson to the corner now. This is Irie, her three-point jumper rattles in and out. Bissett offensive rebound. Hovelson tries to step into the pull-up mid-range jumper down low. This is Kaloran, and Kaloran throws that one away. And ball kind of thrown around there, but Yago goes all the way to, or tries to go all the way to the rack. Last touch by Claire Irie. Checking into the game for the Raiders is a 5'5" senior guard, number 2, Lila Richmond. This is Dang, Olsen, Yago, Bogart. Corner, this is Kadoon. Her three-point jumper is good. Carly Kadoon. Started off slow there, first couple minutes. She now has 9, lead cut down to 3 for the Raiders. Corner, this is Irie. Bissett back to Kaloran. Trying to find Irie in that short corner. Blocked by Olsen. Rebound there by Kadoon. Couple of substitutions set to come in for Sargent County. Next dead ball. Claire Wessler and Caitlin Wangler set to check in. Olsen. Mid-range floater, rattles around, no good. Offensive board by Anong Dang. That falls. We now just won for Maple River. Went on a 12-0 run to start. It has been 13-2 since. Kaloran, good. Oh, tried to find Irie. She was wide open on the block down low. Good quick hands by Allison Yago to deflect it. She's going to take a seat, as will Olsen, and Wessler and Wangler coming in for Sargent County. About a 20-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Richmond, this is Bissett. Irie, her three-point jumper, too strong as Claire Wessler comes away with the board. About a second or two difference between shot clock and game clock. This is ahead to Wangler. Wessler to Bogart. Bogart, her drive, kicks. Wangler steps into the three-point jumper, no good. And ball batted around. Dang comes away with it, and we're going to have a foul on the floor. It looks like it's going to be Aaliyah Hannig called for the foul, but probably best case scenario is Dang was going to have a wide open opportunity on the reversal layup. So 15 seconds left. Shot clock completely turned off now. Wangler, her drive. Kicks out to Wessler. Down low, this is Dang. Turns over that shoulder to Strong. Tried to poke it out. Hanning comes away with the board. This is ahead to Kaloran, and her shot no good. And after a 12-0 run to start the game, Sargent County closes the second half of the first quarter on a 13-2 run to make it a 1-point deficit through our first quarter of play. We'll step aside and we'll be right back with second quarter action. You're watching here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Data shows that half of the pills seized off the street by law enforcement contain a lethal dose of fentanyl. You never know when you might find yourself in the middle of an emergency. Why not be the reason a life can be saved? Narcan provides a safe and easy way to reverse the effects of an opioid in just minutes. You can pick up your Narcan today for free at your local public health office.
This message is brought to you by your local public health unit.
14-13 score here through one quarter of play. First 4 minutes were all Maple River. Last 4 were all Sargent County. We'll see what this 8 minutes has in store, as Maple River will start with the basketball coming out of the quarter break. Claire Hovelson, Hallie Bissett, Claire Irie, Sophia Satram, and number 15, Shelby Overland on the floor for the Raiders to get things started. Overland turns, Irie, three-point jumper is good. Irie now with her first points from the floor, but 7 points overall, 4 for 4 from the charity stripe back in the first quarter. Kadoon drives, gets it to Wessler. Wessler's jumper no good. Wangler gets the offensive rebound. Marr, and that gets stuck up on the rim. And it looks like our official is going to give it a shot. Oh, no, that's, as the kids say, that is negative aura points. And, 0 for 2. He tried. He got closer than I would, so I got to give him credit for that. Bravo. But instead, we're going to not count the basket, but possession arrow faces Sargent County's way. So a little exciting moment there, at least here to start the second quarter. Inside Marr, this time Marr, no good, rattles off the rim. 2 really good looks there for Lucy Marr, 0 for 2 on both of them. Cross court find to Hovelson. She likes this corner-ish 3, and she gets that one to fall. 5 points now for Carly Hovelson. And Bogart trying to beat Bissett. Good defense play there by Hallie Bissett as Kadoon gets it back to Bogart. 20 seconds left on the shot clock, still plenty of time. Kadoon, free throw turnaround, no good. Ball batting around, Bissett gets to it. Hovelson bringing it up the floor. Cross court find to Irie. Satram gets good position, turns around, gets that one to go off glass. Satram now with 6 points. For Maple River, doing a really good job distributing the basketball, as we mentioned, as that shot from Wessler, no good. Rebound from Satram. As we mentioned at the top, no Violet Richmond. Got to find points somewhere. And Bissett now in the scoring column for the Raiders. 10-0 run to start quarter number 2. A 12-0 run to start the game. 13-2 run for the Bulldogs to catch back up. 10-0 to start quarter number 2 for the Raiders. Trailing here by 11. Wangler cross court find to Marr. Marr throws that one up and able to get that one to go. And we've got a 30-second timeout called here by Coach Searstead. Banking should feel personal, and at Bank North, it does. They're proud to be local, supporting local teams and the communities they serve. Visit banknorth.bank to learn more. So far, it has been a game of runs. 12-0, 13-2, 10-0. We'll see if that bucket there from Sargent County starts a run of their own as they trail here by 9. And you can already feel here the energy in the gym. Definitely feels more like playoff basketball than just a regular season contest. Both of these teams know what is likely at stake. The winner, more likely than not, being the 1 seed in the District 1 tournament in just 2 weeks. Hovelson gets it to Abigail Kaloran. Hovelson tries to split the double team, able to regain her dribble. Irie, good find to Satcham, and no good on that shot. Overland blocked by Kadoon, and Satcham comes away with the second chance point. 8 points for Satcham. She's really causing problems for the Bulldogs down low. Bogart gets it to Kadoon. Kadoon, three-point jumper off the mark. Irie comes away with the board. Hovelson. Satcham out to Irie. Hovelson. Kaloran, good find down low to Overland as she gets that one to go. Offense stalling here in the second quarter for Sargent County. Marr gets it to Olson. Olson pushes it out to Bogart. Bogart works it back outside. This is Olson. Olson, Yago, 10 seconds, under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Olson to Yago. And trying to wrap around that pass to Marr. As the possession will stay here with Sargent County. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Hannig back in for the Raiders. Dang back in for the Bulldogs. Kadoon, mid-range jumper, and that one's off the mark. And shot clock violation. Great defensive possession that time by the Raiders. As Sargent County did a better job moving the basketball around, just unable to get a jumper off. 13-point advantage for the visiting Raiders. Satcham, Hanning, Hovelson. Good ball movement here by the Raiders. Good, quick, clean passes. Hovelson, cross-court skip to Overland. Trying to get it down low to Satcham. Picked off by Kadoon. Kadoon. Back to Bogart. Bogart guarded here by Kaloran. Tries to find Yago on the roll. Good job by Satcham to jump in front of that pass and deflect it off of Yago as Satcham was falling out of bounds. 3.5 remaining. Sargent County 14-2 disadvantage here in this second quarter. And Satcham and Yago get tangled up. No jump ball call. They let them play. And Yago and Bogart just able to get it past half court before the 10-second mark. Bogart wanted to get it to Olson. Good recovery defense that time by Satcham in the post. And Bogart, and we're going to have a pushing foul on Abigail Kaloran. That's the first foul of the second quarter for either team. As Hallie Bissett going to come back in for the Raiders. Just one bucket for Bissett, but playing really good on-ball defense as she seems content on keeping the ball away from Bogart as Yago throws that one away. Another turnover here for Sargent County up ahead. This is Bissett. Hanning. Cross-court find. This is Hovelson. Kaloran tries to go right at Dang. Ball batted around. Last touch by, I believe that was Satcham. Either way, it'll be Sargent County basketball. Olson. Just able to keep that back pivot foot down. This is Yago. Yago working on Kaloran. Yago floats that one up and in. Only the second points here of the second quarter for Sargent County. Kaloran. This is Hannig. Back to Kaloran. Hovelson hesitates. Back to Hannig. Corner, this is Bissett. Her three-point jumper too strong. Satcham out to Hovelson. Her three-point jumper also no good. Another offensive rebound for the Raiders. Hovelson going to float this one up. No good. Kadoon comes down with it, and as she started to go up the floor, she is fouled by Carly Hovelson. Sophia Satcham will take a seat. Claire Irie back into the game. Bulldogs trailed by 1 entering the quarter, looking to get it back to a single-digit deficit. Here on this possession, Yago gets the screen from Kadoon. Pick pop Kadoon. Olsen at the free throw line. Tried to get it to Yago. Hovelson does a good job stepping in front. Hovelson surveys the defense, gets it now to Bissett. In the corner, this is Kaloran. Dang, a little too far on the closeout, but unable to get the floater to connect is Kaloran. Yago, and she goes right at Claire Irie. Second bucket here for Yago, and it is just a 9-point deficit for the Bulldogs. Just about a minute to go in our first half of play. Almost losing it is Kaloran, able to gather, gets it to Hovelson, now Bissett. Find to Irie, her three-point jumper too strong. Bogart right there for the weak side board. Sargent County could go 2 for 1 here. Still plenty of time between shot clock and game clock, but trying to enter it down low to Dang. That ball is thrown away. Hovelson, mid-range jumper, rattles around, no good. And shot clock, game clock, virtually the same, about a second or so separating them. So for Sargent County, they essentially could settle for the final shot. Now shot clock will be turned off as Hallie Bissett going to commit the foul on Bogart. Third team foul, so still a foul to give if you are the Raiders. Sargent County with none here in this quarter. Bogart, dribble handoff to Kadoon. Kadoon switched on by Kaloran. And fall away mid-range jumper from Kadoon. No good. Kaloran gets the board. This is up ahead to Hovelson. Just able to keep her heel from touching out of bounds. Down low, this is Irie. Olsen comes flying in. Big block there by Olsen. The floater at the buzzer for Hallie Bissett. It does fall, however, and just like that, the lead back to double figures for the Maple River Raiders as they lead 30-19 here at the halftime break. Exciting back and forth action here so far, but the Raiders able to close out the first half of play, holding the Bulldogs to just 6 points in the second quarter, scoring 16 points themselves. They lead here 30-19 at the break. We will step aside and we will be right back with halftime coverage brought to you by Farmers Union, David Bergman Agency. 30-19, Maple River leads over Sargent County. You're watching here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile Project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The Maple Valley School District is engaging students in a world-class education, preparing them for lifelong success. Maple Valley serves the surrounding communities of Buffalo, Fingal, Oriska, and Tower City with a great student-to-teacher ratio per class. For more information, go online to myraiders.org. That's myraiders.org. The Maple Valley School District wishes the best to the Raiders coaches and athletes this season. Go Raiders!
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
30-19, Maple River leads over Sargent County here at half. Our halftime show is brought to you by Farmers Union David Bergman Agency, your headquarters for home, auto, life, farm, and ranch business, crop, and health insurance. Call 701-724-6252 for more information. The Raiders were able to start off the game 12-0 over the Bulldogs, but they were able to quickly bounce back 13-2 run to close the first quarter. However, the second quarter started much like the beginning of this game did, as the Raiders were able to score 12 points initially, and they held the Bulldogs to just 6 points in that second quarter. Definitely something that is hard to recover from, as the Bulldogs hoping to mount a comeback here in the second quarter, or in the second half. Hard to win games with single-digit scoring quarters. Definitely something that Coach Searstead is addressing in that halftime break. Looking at the scoring here in the first half, leading scorer for all teams is Carly Cadoon. She had 9 points, all coming in the first quarter. She also leads her squad with those 9 points. For the Raiders, they are being led in scoring by Sophia Satcham. She has 8. Claire Irie with 7. Carly Hovelson with 5. And Hallie Bissett has 4. Shelby Overland and Aaliyah Hannig each able to add a bucket for the Raiders to make up their 30 points. Mallory Bogart with 2. Anang Dang 2, Lucy Mara 2, and Allison Yago with 4 to add with the 9 points from Cadoon, making up their 19 points in the first half. We'll step aside. We'll be right back with more coverage here on our Farmers Union David Bergman Agency halftime show. We'll take a look at some scores going on around the area, as well as they look ahead as to what both of these teams have going on and what they need to do here in the second half to close this one out. You're watching here on yourliveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Get in touch with David Bergerman today at 701-724-6252.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
I want to welcome you back into our halftime show, brought to you by Farmers Union, David Bergerman Agency. As we start to look ahead for both of these teams, the Raiders will travel to Rossholt tomorrow night to take on the Tri-State Tigers. That game marks the final of 3 straight road games for Maple River. They will close their season with 3 of 4 games at home, including district contests against Enderlin and Hankinson next Monday and Tuesday. As for the Bulldogs, they're going to be playing those same Tri-State Tigers on Monday. That game's going to be played right here in North Sargent. And they will close out their regular season on Thursday, taking on the Division A Lisbon Broncos. As we look ahead to our second half of play, some keys for both of these teams. For the Raiders, it's hard to find many flaws in the way that first half went for Maple River. Yes, the Bulldogs went on a big scoring run, but even then it wasn't the most open shots. It was pretty well contested. Sargent County just able to get a couple of looks to finally fall for them. But for the Raiders, got to continue to feed the ball down low to Sophia Satchram. She leads the team with 8 points, but also just the way that she is able to control the offensive boards. Sophia Satchram has done a phenomenal job here in that first half of play. So keep feeding Satchram down low and keep moving the ball offensively. They've done a really good job zipping the ball around that 2-3 zone, making it difficult for Sargent County to get their hands on any errant passes. So that will be the keys here for Maple River. As for Sargent County, it's going to be just moving their feet defensively and giving themselves a chance to come back in this one. That zone has either been a beat the zone, get to the interior, or being late closing out on some of these shots from players like Holson and Irie. Both of them were able to connect from deep, but still plenty of good opportunities for those two players. So for Sargent County, moving their feet defensively, being able to play with a aggressive zone rather than a lax one, as right away they come out here in man-to-man. So moving your feet defensively still going to be something they need to do. Good step-through move there from Hovelson. No good. Ball batted around, finally gathered by Bogart. Good job, Anong Dang, helping to secure or to keep that opportunity alive as Yago stops, turns around, shot no good. Satchram getting it now to Kaloran. Up ahead, this is Irie, down low to Hanig. No good, good defense played there by Yago. So Leah Hanig, Sophia Satchram, Carly Hovelson, Claire Irie, and Abigail Kaloran on the floor for the Raiders. Anong Dang, Mallory Bogart, Allison Yago, Lucy Marr, and Carly Kadoon for Sargent County. Hovelson in the corner, gets it up top. This is Satchram, now to Kaloran. Good extra pass to Hovelson. And back in that zone, deep three here from Kaloran, no good. Yago able to get the defensive rebound. Bogart all the way to the rack, and Mallory Bogart, her first points since being the second made bucket for Sargent County back in the first quarter. Irie down low. This is Satcham. Back up top. This is Hovelson. 3-2 defense played here by Sargent County. Hovelson to Hanig. And trying to get it down low to Satcham. Ball batted around. We're going to have a foul called here by Anong Dang. So that foul on Dang, I believe that's going to be her first. It is. So her first, team's first, minute and a half gone. Up top, this is Satcham. In the corner, it's Hovelson. Yago picking her up. Good job creating space from Hovelson. Cross court, find Hanig. Irie down low to Satcham. Kaloran thought about the three, dribble drive. Good dump off there to Satcham. No good on the layup was Sophia Satcham, but great find on the drive by Kaloran. Yago. Offense seeming to stall here for Sargent County. 15 on the shot clock. Yago now making a move to the rack. Yago fires it up and gets it to go. 6 points now for Allison Yago. Up ahead, this is Irie. Guarded by Bogart. Back to Kaloran. Hanig in the corner up top to Kaloran. Hovelson with the basketball. Trying to get it to Satcham in the middle. Just able to get over the outstretched hands of Yago to Irie. In the corner, this is Hovelson. Her three-point jumper is good. Second made triple here for Carly Hovelson. She has 8. First points of the second half for Maple River belong to Hovelson. Kadoon to Yago. Bogart, she is going to take a three, and that one is off the mark. Hallie Bissett back into the game. She had that little buzzer beater floater to give the Raiders the 11-point lead at halftime. 4 points on the game for Bissett, but defensively doing a great job for Maple River as well. Satcham out to Bissett. Deflected by Yago, gathered by Kaloran. Out to Hovelson. She is going to take another three, and that one just rattles in and out from up here. Looked good. Unable to get it to fall, though, as Bogart now gets to the interior. Kadoon going to take this three, and she connects. Carly Kadoon, her first point since quarter number 1. Second triple. She's in double figures. Got to be careful. Don't want to commit a foul up at that point of the court, but able to keep possession here is Maple River. Bissett just able to get rid of the basketball before that back foot lifted off the ground. Down low, this is Satcham. Kadoon tries to rip it away. Kaloran out to Hanig. Hanig going to take the three, and she connects. Aaliyah Hanig, her first three-point shot, and what had been a pretty good defensive possession there for Sargent County erased by the three-pointer from Aaliyah Hanig. Yago tried to get it to Dang down low. Ball batting around. Somehow it ends up in the hands of Carly Kadoon. And Aaliyah Hanig comes away with the basketball over halfway through quarter number 3. Definitely moving at a faster clip here this go around. Satcham gets the ball up and gets the ball to go. She's now in double figures for the Raiders. She has 10. And we're going to have a timeout called here by Sargent County. We'll take time with them as the Raiders lead 38. Sargent County 26.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Coming out of this timeout brought to you by Bank North. A couple other District 1 games going on here this evening. Wyoming Lidgerwood taking on Tri-State. The Oaks Tornadoes taking on Richland. Those are the only two District 1 games going on aside from this one. Linton, HMB, Ellendale out in District 2 are playing as well. We also have Lemoore, Litchfield Marion currently leading 28-3 over South Border through our first quarter of play there. As we mentioned, district standings on the line here in this one. Raiders doing a good job here in taking control of this one early and reclaiming control after the lead got cut down to 1. But it's been all Maple River here the last quarter and a half. Wangler going to take the 3 and connect. Caitlin Wangler coming off the bench gets that one to fall. Lead back now to single digits. Kaloran finds Overland. She's in the corner, back up top. This is Hovelson. Kaloran. Overland in the corner, up top. This is Hovelson. Step through. Overland, her mid-range jumper up and good. Second bucket made for Shelby Overland, the freshman for the Raiders. Bogart driving on Bassett and all the way to the rack. Bogart's going to get fouled. She's going to go to the line now for a pair of free throws. First trip to the free throw line for Sargent County here this evening, as the foul is committed by Sophia Satcham. So first free throw for Mallory Bogart off the mark. Claire Irie checking back into the game as Carly Hovelson will take what I can only assume will be a quick rest. And second free throw for Bogart is good. 10-point advantage for Maple River, led by as much as 12 in this one. Wangler, and they're going to say last touch there by the Raiders. And got blood on, I think it's just the knee of Bogart, so just need to quick clean that one up. So Wangler coming in on the substitution after that timeout, able to connect from 3 and then defensively able to get a deflection that goes off of a Raiders player, getting an extra possession for Sargent County. So nice heads up play there from the junior guard for Coach Searstead. So Bogart gets taped up. Wangler going to take it up the floor here for Sargent County, trailing by 10. As we approach the 2-minute mark, Bassett guarding Bogart, getting the screen from Kadoon. This is Dang at the elbow. Wangler comes flying in, blocked there by Sophia Satcham. Kaloran, her drive, and Satcham now to Overland. Crowd wanting a travel call, none made. Irie goes right at Dang. As great defense played there between Kadoon and Dang as Irie tries to split the double team, but officials are going to give you the benefit of the doubt if you just keep your feet set, and that's what they did on that one, forcing the travel violation. 90 seconds remaining here in our third quarter of play. Kadoon, turnaround jumper. She gets hit on the right arm by Kaloran. So Kadoon going to go to the line now for a pair of free throws. Kadoon with 12 points, hoping to add to that total here as Abigail Kaloran picking up her second foul as well as the team's second in quarter number 3. First free throw from Kadoon rattles in. Claire Wessler back into the game for Sargent County, as is Carly Hovelson. Second free throw here for Carly, and she gets that one to go. And now Allison Yago going to come in for what I can only assume will be a quick break here for Carly Kadoon. Just as much as Hovelson got a quick one, Kadoon, I expect her to be back out on the floor most likely at the end of the quarter, or the start of quarter number 4. We shall see. Bissett down low. This is Hannig. Hannig blocked by Olsen. Olsen, that's got to be her second or third block here in tonight's game. Good job there by the sophomore, defending without fouling. Bogart gets some staggered screens. Yago guarded by Overland. Now she gets the screen from Olsen, back out to Wessler. This is Bogart. Good high hand there from Hovelson. Bogart out to Wessler. Up top, this is Wangler. 10 on the shot clock. Down low, this is Olsen. Olsen able to keep possession. Down low to Wangler. Wangler, no good. Ball batted around, and Wessler chases it down, gets to it. Cross-court find. This is Olsen. Olsen high off the glass. Good offensive possession there from Sargent County. Lead back down now to just 6. Closest it's been since the end of quarter number 2. Shot clock turned off. Maple River hoping to extend their lead back to either 8 or 9. Cadoon at the scorer's table if she gets a chance here before the quarter break. Wangler, Irie, deep 3 is good. Claire Irie with her second triple here. She is now in double figures, and that'll do it through 3 quarters of play as the Raiders lead by 9, 43-34. We'll be right back with fourth quarter action. You're watching here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley School Districts in Page and Fingal, North Dakota. If you're interested in an ag loan, real estate, consumer, commercial, or HELOC, give Dwight a call at either branch location. Reach out to Janine about investing in a certificate of deposit or save by opening a money market account. Proudly supporting the Maple River Raiders and wishing the athletes and coaches a successful year. Hometown Community Bank is an equal housing lender and member of the FDIC.
Sargent County able to gain a little bit back after the halftime break. However, they still trail here by 9, 43-34, the advantage for the Raiders. As we look at the scoring, two players for the Raiders in double figures, Claire Irie and Sophia Satrom each with 10. Carly Hovelson has 8 points. As for Sargent County, they're led in scoring by Carly Cadoon. She is now up to 14 points. Allison Yago, 6. Mallory Bogart, 5. So Sargent County going to start with the basketball here in our final quarter of play. We'll see how Sargent County is going to respond after a nice three-pointer to end the quarter for Maple River from Claire Irie. Yago to Wangler. Wangler back to Yago. Up top, this is Bogart. Bogart working on Kaloran. Cross-court find, this is Wangler. Wangler tried to get it to Olsen. Good defensive possession there by the Raiders. Bogart almost able to poke that one away. Hovelson, dribble drive all the way to the rack, and Carly Hovelson gets that one to go. She joins Satrom and Irie with 10 points here for the Raiders. Lead back to where we started this second half at 11. Raiders' largest lead was 12. Cadoon, three-point jumper, no good. Hannig comes down with the board. Coach Searstead wanting his crew to start applying more pressure, trailing here by double figures. Satrom tried to get it to Kaloran. Out to Hovelson. Good drive here by Hovelson. Floats it up over Cadoon and gets it to fall. Leading team now with 12 points here is Hovelson. Yago gets it to Bogart. Now sets a screen for Mallory. Wangler. Cadoon. Cadoon turns over that shoulder. Gets it to fall. Cadoon with 16. This is Kaloran. Good little drop pass there down to Satrom. And the ability to get the ball down low has helped Maple River get to this double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. Bogart Tries, throws up a shot, no good. But she is fouled and will go to the line now for a pair of free throws. 1 for 2 earlier in the third quarter, her only trip to the charity stripe. Satcham going to be the one called for the foul, her second, team's first. As that free throw from Bogart off the mark. Lucy Marr and Anang Dang checking back into the game. Wangler and Olsen will take a seat. And that free throw, no good. Rare empty trip for Bogart. And rare turnover here from the Raiders. Hovelson trying to throw it ahead to Kaloran. So Sargent County going to want to start picking up the pace here as Kadoon going to step into a three and buries it. As she now has 19 points in the game, lead back down now to just 10. Hannig. This is Irie back to Satcham. Satcham working on Dang. And we're going to have a travel called. A good defense there by Dang on Satcham. About 5.5, little less than remaining in the fourth quarter. Yago. This is Bogart. Bogart left open for three. She's going to take it. No good. Dang, fighting for the board. Able to get it. Gets it to Marr. Blocked by Satcham. Out. This is Bogart. Bogart continuing to work the ball around. Gets it to Yago. Yago tried to get it to Marr, but Satcham steps in front and gets the steal. Hanning. This is Irie, steps back to the three, shot fake, gets it down low. Satcham blocked by Kadoon. Bogart able to save the ball from going out of bounds. She's running it up the floor. Dribble handoff to Kadoon. Deep three here from Carly is good. Carly Kadoon starting to feel it from deep. And we've got a timeout called on the floor. A 30-second timeout. Did not see who motioned for it. It was Sargent County. We will keep it here as Sargent County trails by 7. 4 made three-pointers from Carly Kadoon. She now has, quick math tells me she's got 22 points, excuse me. So Carly Kadoon, 22 points, leading all scorers. But for Sargent County, how are they going to be able to continue to win defensive possessions and give themselves opportunities for shots on the other end? Those shots starting to fall here in the second half that didn't necessarily fall back in the first 2 quarters. So no fouls up to this point for Sargent County, so expect them to start really amping up this pressure, being okay with fouling further down the floor. Hanning gets it to Irie. When you extend this pressure, you fall susceptible to backdoor cuts and plays down low, where Satcham has owned the Bulldogs all evening long. Irie, this is Kaloran, left alone for three. She'll take it and banks it in. Rattles around before finally falling. Kaloran now with 8 points, trying to join some of her teammates in that double-digit column. We are officially past the halfway mark in the fourth quarter of play. Bogart surveying the defense. Gets it to Yago. Yago. And she is going to be fouled by Aaliyah Hannig, as it looked like Yago maybe had a chance right at the middle of the lane. Instead, goes a little further off, trying to bank it in off the right side, picking up the foul. And going to the charity stripe is Yago. This will be her first trip to the free throw line. That foul by Hannig was her second, as well as the team's second in the quarter. Hallie Bissett back into the game for the Raiders. First free throw from Yago was up and good. Second free throw here, also successful. Just over 3.5 remaining in the quarter. Sargent County has shown that they can score in a hurry. So Raiders looking to try and minimize those opportunities as much as they can as Hovelson shot off the mark. Kadoon gets it ahead. This is Bogart. Bogart driving, stops, up ahead to Kadoon. Kadoon going to take the heat check three and leaves that one short. So Caitlin Wangler going to come into the game. Anong Dang going to take a seat. Wangler, one of the few upperclassmen that this Sargent County team has been playing pretty well in the minutes she's had here up to this point. Satcham just able to get across half court before receiving that pass. And Kaloran, this is Hovelson, cross-court find to Satcham. Good ball movement here from the Raiders. Bogart trying to poke it away, and we finally have, I believe, a foul call. Yes, the official on this near side here called a foul on Bogart. So Hannig going to take a seat. I believe that was Claire Irie who just checked back into the game. As I mentioned, up to this point, no fouls, now just one. So if you want to eventually get into a foul game, you're going to have to start to pick up the pressure. Satcham now with her 14th points of the game. Marr, no good. Kaloran gets it now to Bissett. Just because you want to pressure doesn't mean you want to go right for a foul if you're Bogart. So that's going to be her second, team second. And Olsen going to come back into the game for Lucy Marr. This is Kaloran working on Yago. And good job there by Wangler to come flying in. Kadoon, this is Yago. Olsen gets it to a cutting Bogart, and not sure if that was deflected or passed off. Bogart finds Yago. Yago stops, no good. Defensive rebound there by Sophia Satcham. And Bogart gonna pick up her third foul, so Coach Searstead wanting the girls to play with a little more aggression here, but so far it has just been Bogart picking up 3 quick fouls, and now she's picked up her fourth. I'm not exactly sure the strategy on that one. I understand you want to be aggressive and give yourself an opportunity to play the foul game, but with one of your leading scorers, that's a hard thing to try and do, and it seems like maybe Sargent County wants to get the Raiders to the charity stripe here now and play about a minute and a half of hack-a-shack, for a lack of a better term, as Hovelson's going to be the one to get fouled. She will go to the line now for a pair of free throws, and the one picking up the foul there was Yago. So for the next 97 seconds, the Raiders are going to be in bonus territory. As first free throw from Hovelson, no good. And that free throw is successful for Hovelson. And we're going to have a timeout called here on the floor by the Raiders. We're going to take time with them. This is brought to you by Bank North. Maple River looking to close this one out.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
55-44, Maple River leads in this one. They have led wire to wire, starting the game off 12-0. Closest the game got from that point was 1. Closest it got here in this final half was 4 points. Bogart up ahead to Wangler, trying to get it to Kadoon, does. Little fall away jumper, no good. Hovelson comes down with the board. Coach Shearstead yelling go, trying to get his team to commit a foul here. Hovelson does a good job of dribbling a little bit of time out. She's going to go back to the line, 1 for 2 earlier, about 30 seconds ago. The foul from Yago is her third. First free throw here for Hovelson, up and good. Second free throw from Carly Hovelson is no good. Olsen with the board. Minute remaining. Sargent County trails by 12. Trying to get it down low to Olsen. Olsen comes away with it, blocked by Sophia Satchram. Possession stays here with the Bulldogs. And a timeout called here by the Raiders. This timeout brought to you by Bank North. Not new, not national. Bank North is a hometown bank focused on relationships, local decisions, and community support. Find out more at banknorth.bank. Raiders looking to close this one out. Just under a minute remaining. We'll be right back on yourliveevent.com.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hopepage.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Raiders back in action tomorrow night when they travel down to Rossholt to take on Tri-State. Sargent County will also face Tri-State in their next contest. That game's going to be on Monday right here at North Sargent. That'll be the final district game on the season for the Bulldogs as that pass is deflected out of bounds. Yago going to check back into the game. And Wangler, the one who will take a seat. Kadoon to Bogart. Down low to Dang. And Anang Dang gets that one to go. She's going to go to the line looking to convert the three-point play. As it looks like Wangler will be subbing in for Dang if the free throw is made. Little offense-defense substitution. And with that made free throw, here comes Caitlin Wangler. Olsen gets it now to Irie. This is Kaloran, and followed by Wangler. So Abigail Kaloran now with a chance to go to the free throw line. She's got 8 points here on the evening. As that foul from Wangler was her first. First free throw from Kaloran is up and good. Second free throw up and good. Offensive defense substitution, Wangler and Dang. Now in double figures is Abigail Kaloran, one of 4 Raiders players in double-digit scoring. Kadoon wanted the three, doesn't take it. Olsen just able to keep it at the half-court line. Kadoon down low to Dang, and Dang's going to be fouled. We'll see if they give it to Irie or Satchram. It is Satchram picking up that foul. So 3 fouls now for Sophia Satcham as that free throw from Dang no good. And once again, the substitution is Wangler for Dang, offensive, defensive style switch. That free throw is good, so here comes Wangler. Dang to the bench. 10-point game. Raiders seemingly have this one all wrapped up, but continuing to try to foul are the Bulldogs as the shot clock turned off. And thought maybe they were going to call off the foul, but Wangler is going to commit. Kaloran's going to go back to the line now for 2 more free throws, try and add to the final score of this one. First free throw from Abigail Kaloran rolls in. Checking into the game for the Raiders, Gabrielle Satcham, the 5'8" senior forward. As that one from Kaloran up and good. 60-48. The advantage. Sargent County just trying to change the final score. Kadoon going to take the 3, going to leave it short. And just going to let time roll off of this one as the Raiders come into Bulldogs territory and come out with a victory 60-48. We will step aside and we'll be right back with post-game coverage you're watching here on yourliveevent.com.
Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No, 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 no! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez. Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
Teens are faced with tough decisions all the time, and parents aren't always there when it happens. But that doesn't mean they can't influence their kids to make the right choice, because making that right choice is easier when the wrong one isn't an option. When your teen faces peer pressure, what you give them access to can make all the difference. This message is brought to you by your local public health unit.
Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
60-48, the final score here from the North Sargent Activity Center as the Maple River Raiders come on the road and pick up victory number 11 and pick up their 4th district win on this season. Looking at the scoring here in tonight's game, unofficially, Carly Kadoon 22 points, leading all scorers, the only Bulldog in double figures. Looking over at the Raiders side, 2 players finished with 14 points, Sophia Satcham and Carly Hovelson, each with 14. Abigail Kaloran had 12, Claire Irie with 10. You also had Hallie Bissett and Shelby Overland with 4 points. And Aaliyah Hanig had a bucket way back in the first quarter, making up the 60 points here for the Raiders. As for Sargent County, joining Cadune in the scoring column, Allison Yago had 8, Anong Ding 6, Mallory Bogart with 5, Caitlin Wangler 3, Tegan Olson and Lucy Marr each with 2 points, making up 48 for the Bulldogs. Let's take a look at our Enbridge player of the game. Life takes energy. Enbridge is energy for life. Visit enbridge.com for career opportunities. As we look at the candidates for our Enbridge player of the game, it is hard to find one who shined above the rest, but we are going to give credit to the 5'11 freshman forward, number 5, Sophia Satram. She finished with 14 points, along with Carly Hovelson. If I could give it to 2 players, it would probably be those 2, but we will go with the player of the game, Sophia Satram, putting on a phenomenal performance down low for the Raiders all evening long. The freshman really shining here this evening. Now let's take a look at our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game. Agassiz Precision Ag is your local precision planting dealer located in Hillsboro. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. The Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game is the 3-point shot made by Claire Irie back towards the end of the third quarter, when it looked like Sargent County was going to start clawing their way back in and make a successful comeback. They were just able to get that clutch 3 from their senior Irie, who was able to get to double figures on that made 3. And really from that moment on, it just felt like it was the Raiders' night to pick up a victory. So our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game, 3-pointer at the end of the third quarter by Claire Irie. That'll do it for our coverage here. Maple River Raiders picking up their 11th win on the season. Sargent County Bulldogs falling to 9-8 overall on the season. Sargent County will be right here at North Sargent on Monday, taking on the Tri-State Tigers in their final regular season district game. They will finish off their regular season games against Lisbon on Thursday. As for the Maple River Raiders, they will take on Tri-State tomorrow night before returning home with 3 of their final 4 games being up in Tower City. They will have district games against Enderlin on Monday and Hankinson on Tuesday. With the victory here tonight, it almost guarantees a lock for Maple River to be the 1 seed in the upcoming district tournament. I believe if they are able to pick up a win against Enderlin and Hankinson, that'll be the definite lock because they'll finish the district undefeated. However, if they were to lose to Hankinson and matchups against Tri-States and Enderlin are victorious for the Raiders, I believe there's a chance that there will be a tie amongst Hankinson, Maple River, and Sargent County. So for Maple River, this is just one of those able to control the destiny, win out, and you will be that 1 seed in the district tournament starting in just 2 short weeks. That'll be played up in Lisbon and will be found right here on yourliveevent.com. But that's in 2 weeks. Make sure you head over to yourliveevent.com to see all the action going on between now and then, as both of these teams will be featured on your live event for different boys and girls basketball contests here in the next couple of weeks. Also, see what's going on the mat, as wrestling is also starting to near the end of their regular season. Want to thank you all for tuning in here this evening. Jackson Christensen was the man behind the camera. Want to thank him for helping me out. I am Nick Furch. Thank you all for tuning in and enjoy the rest of your evening.